Welcome back, everyone, to the Down to the Wire podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Racco.
I'm co-host John Balser.
We're here in the nation's capital, and we have a very special episode today. We have special guests, Aliya, comedian from Toronto, and Emo.
What's up? What's
from
up?
Perth, Australia.
You heard that accent, right? Yeah, that's Australian. That's Australian.
We got a good show for you guys today. Some headlines we got in the news. We got a restaurant that hired a fake priest to extract confessions from its employees. We also have new developments in the missing Titanic submarine. And then we're going to wrap it up with a story about a man who found an abandoned underground city in his basement. Damn. But first, drop 5 stars on Spotify. Like, follow, subscribe. Do what you got to do.
And drink a
We're
Red
watching
Bull.
you.
Drink a Red
Oh, yeah.
Bull, too. Drink one of those.
Sponsored by Red Bull.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Fueled by Red Bull. Sponsored, fueled, whatever.
Yes. Shouts out to Red Bull.
You said like, follow, subscribe just before we
Like,
get too
follow,
far?
subscribe.
Oh, wait, though.
We got to stop doing bits at the start that make me sweaty.
But wait, there's more. We do have something big coming this weekend.
Yeah.
Come on, show them that. Show them that.
Come to the studio tomorrow, Saturday. We
2
got
till 8.
Nice Guy pop-up here in the studio from 2 to 8, 151 Bank Street. Pull up, man. It's free. Come by. Check out some new clothes. Yeah.
Buy some new clothes. It's a retail experience, man. A
Just come for the
retail
vibes,
experience.
dude. You guys free Saturday?
Yeah, but possibly, yeah.
Yeah, pull up, dude.
Yeah.
Pull up.
We'll be here. I swear there'll be better parking as well. But thank you guys very much. for
Free
joining.
parking on the weekend.
Nice. Oh, now
Ottawa
we're there.
puts on for its city,
We are
guys.
there.
Ottawa puts on for its city. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us.
First
Thanks for
things
having
first,
us.
man. Actually, let's say why you guys are here. You guys are here for Fringe Festival, right? Out of town comedians on the road.
On the road.
Road life's been crazy, it sounds like.
Yeah, man.
Yo, it's incredible. We've just been like, I don't even know. I wake up sometimes in the morning. I'm like, where am I again? But it's cool. It's cool.
That's
Legit.
me when you're
That's so
like
sick.
waking up at like a friend's house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you like drank that night. You wake up at a friend's
couple
house and you're just like,
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah, but that's been like 3 months. It's been like 3 months of this. It's crazy.
Just couch surfing.
Yeah. Well,
No, we got rooms.
We got,
You got rooms?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still.
All right. We're moving up.
Yeah, we're fancy.
Do you guys share a room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
wasn't,
get
I
to
wasn't
it.
trying to be
Get
weird. I was talking
Warm me up a
economics. I
little,
was talking
pal.
economics, guys.
It just financially makes sense.
That's
It's
what I'm
cheaper,
saying.
you
That's
know
what I
mean?
keep telling you. I'm like, this is just a financial thing.
The kissing comes for free.
I was going to say, what's this? That's awesome. How long are you guys in town for?
We'll be here until next Wednesday.
Originally, we were supposed to wrap up and leave on Tuesday. But I love Ottawa so much that I've decided to put on a one night only show. So
Right
that's going
on.
to be on Tuesday night at the Laugh Lounge. So we're going to leave on Wednesday now instead of Tuesday.
Right on.
That was a very subtle, quick plug.
Yeah,
Wow, look
Tuesday
at this guy.
night.
Get into it.
Laugh Lounge.
No,
I'm
but
d-
it's legit gonna be great.
That's
Yeah.
it. So you got a full hour?
Yeah, of course, man. Like I go over sometimes too. So.
Do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it right now.
And go. Action.
Pay me my money.
Yeah, that's great. What's like the best part about tour life?
Meeting new people.
Yeah, meeting new people, man. Legit, like people
Connecting.
are, yeah, and it's really cool because like you go to places. We were just in Orlando, Florida. You know what people's ideas of Orlando, Florida, right, or Florida in general.
SeaWorld.
Yeah,
SeaWorld,
that,
yeah.
that
shout
and people
out,
with
man.
guns.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Like
and
open
like
carry.
you hear
Guns at
about like
SeaWorld.
all of the like the legislations and stuff in Florida, and then you go there and people are so friendly, you know, and you're just like, right, like it's
Because they can visit SeaWorld on a regular basis.
and
I don't know if
Universal.
it's SeaWorld. It's Universal and Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Yeah,
I don't know, is
but
SeaWorld in
mostly
Orlando?
SeaWorld.
I think
Is
this is
it-
SeaWorld.
is
SeaWorld in Orlando?
I went to SeaWorld. I had a great time. I'm not going to lie. I still think it's a terrible place, but...
It's terrible. I hate. I'm like, oh my god.
But
Yo,
SeaWorld sucks.
Here, dolphins
Universal
just
bar.
live in a pool now.
At Universal Studios, we actually found time to go take a 1 hour nap because it was like over. It was
Universal top 3 day of my life. Not gonna lie.
Stop. When you were a kid, though.
I was like 14. It was the
Yeah,
best.
so I went there when I was a kid. Legit, I was like, "Whoa, like this is amazing!" And then we went back as adults. Mind you, we usually don't wake up very early, and they had like this, like it was with the whole festival. They organized it, which was lovely. But we had to wake up at like 8 in the morning. We got there, we were broken people, and as he quickly mentioned, which I don't know why you just out us like this, but we took a
we're old.
nap. Because we were just tired and bored, and then we found a cave and we took a nap in it. It was great. And then
Yeah, sometimes it's just too much. You just want to fucking.
you know what? It felt like I guess as an adult, you know, because when I was a kid, it was like, whoa. But as an adult, I was like, oh, wow. Like, we're just all like spending time waiting in lineups, right? And they're telling us like, this is enjoyment. Just wait for an hour and a half in this heat in lineup. And then you're going to get to go on this ride for all of like a minute and a half.
Got to fast pass
You know, it's
it
like
up.
manufactured enjoyment. It's really weird where I'm just like, oh, or I could have just been like running the streets, enjoying myself the whole time.
Yeah.
In Orlando.
Doing meth with the locals, just kicking it back, shooting
people
off
were
around.
When
You know
in
what I
Rome,
mean?
right?
The people were super nice, man. Like the people were super nice. The place didn't look like a real place. It looked like a mixed fantasy sort of.
Dude, I was saying when I just went down to Florida recently, when I go down there, I'm a different person. I like country music all of a sudden. My voice changes. Like I have like a different twang in my
chewing
voice.
Call everyone
now.
pal.
Yeah,
Hey,
like,
pal.
everyone's pal. I say y'all. I never say y'all.
I only drink light beer.
Yeah.
I only drink
Not
light
Bud
beer.
Light though, Florida. I'm kidding.
What are these hops? Get out of here.
Bud Light.
Well, there you just blew your sponsor.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, that's going to hurt us. 10 years from now, that's going to hurt us. I know that.
All right, let's get into it. First headline we got reads.
Restaurant hired a fake priest to extract confessions from its workers.
I did the same thing.
You would do the same
No,
thing.
no. But what was the confessions for? Like, are they trying to figure out who's stealing cheese? Like,
Exactly.
about to get
Yes.
into it.
Exactly.
Wow, relax.
That's it.
Okay.
So
Exactly.
the owners of this restaurant did a lot of illegal shit. They did they stole tips and like they pocketed tips themselves, which I mean,
Who's tipping at McDonald's?
it was like it's called
Takira Garibaldi is what it's called. Takira Garibaldi.
yeah, sounds like a fake restaurant.
It does sound like an Italian Mexican spot. That just doesn't.
Wow, Mexicans and Italians don't get along.
spaghetti tacos and lasagna burritos here.
But what the owners did was that they illegally paid employee tips to managers, and then they also like denied people overtime pay, and then also they hired a fake priest that is their sole goal was to try and like get employees to like confess about wrongdoings within the company. So the priest would try to get these employees to be like, oh, like, so did you like steal like anything? Did you ever show up late? You ever have like any ill feelings towards your managers? Like they had like a priest come in to do confessions during work hours, but they would always direct the confessions away from like them being like, oh, like I stabbed my dog. It's like, yeah, that's cool. But like, what about the ketchup? Like, where's the ketchup? You know what I mean?
But okay, so sorry, it was the managers that were stealing that also hired the priest?
Yeah. So the restaurant.
You see, this is the thing. It's always the people that are doing the things that are accusing the people of doing the things. Do you know what I mean?
It was a fake priest too.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, like what I mean? Like it's like a guy who introduces himself as a feminist. You're like, you're definitely not.
What have you done? What have you done?
Right? Like if
How
you're
many
telling me in the
periods
first
have
5
you
minutes
had,
that you're a
man?
feminist, like you hiding something, bro. You know what I mean? They're stealing from people and then they're making them confess. That's crazy.
Do you know who else was righteous? Bill Cosby. He's like, don't do that, and he ended up being the guy.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Wow, we went
that's
straight
that
to
restaurant right there.
that's true. This restaurant is Bill Cosby.
The managers are stealing, but yet they're the terrible people.
Well, there goes
They're
your Jello
stealing.
sponsorship,
And
guys.
No putting over
I
here,
don't know
bro.
what you were like. What does that even mean? This restaurant.
No, so like
They were doing
so the managers are like, hey,
confessions
like, be
and-
good, be righteous, and like
Yeah,
so and so.
yeah.
But yet they're the ones that are like, hey,
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
He's like,
what
is
you're-
this guy just trying to slip in Bill
Taste
Cosby
this
to be
pudding.
controversial? That too.
I find it funny that the headlines like emphasizing like it's like a fake priest because this seems illegal even if the priest was real.
Yeah, but also then, like, if they hired a fake priest, then they would have to pay the priest. But if they'd got a real priest, they probably could have got it for free. So now they're taking that stolen tip money.
either
and
way, it's a
paying
good way to hell,
after.
man. Like it's a
Yeah.
one-way ticket.
Yeah.
Like, impersonating a priest is worse than impersonating a cop. Like,
I don't know anyone that would want to impersonate a priest. Like that's not an admirable.
You ever been to a Halloween
See-
dress up party, bro? There's a whole heap of people that do that.
That's my question. Is like, where'd they hire the fake priest from? You know, is it like sexy priest stripper that they're like just got in there? They're like, you can keep your clothes on for this one, Jeff. Like,
Can you
don't
imagine?
sweat
And
it.
then he forgets because he's so in the momentum of things. All of
Or
a
is
sudden, the
it-
music starts. He's like, oh.
Exactly.
Every now and then his stripper comes out. And, oh.
Exactly.
The staff is like, oh my god, it was a prank. Where are the cameras?
It's the best job ever. Like
I told that guy that I hit a person with my car and never went back, and now he's just taking his clothes off in the restaurant.
Right?
I was thinking because they haven't determined who the fake priest is yet. I was trying to think like how do you?
He was anonymous.
Like how do you determine if someone's a fake priest or not? Like what do you do? To,
Dude, you quiz him.
Mm.
He said, what would Jesus do? And if he gives you the wrong answer, you're like, oh, you're a shirk.
Subjective.
I was thinking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like the wrong answer based on what? You're the authority.
I was thinking like you put him in a Chuck E. Cheese for an afternoon, and if nothing happens,
Now stop.
he's good.
Like, where's
Like
he
you just
going?
analyze,
God.
like not even a
Found
bead
it.
of sweat drips from his forehead.
Just
like
entice
he's
him
good,
with a couple
you
of
know
kids,
what I mean?
If he starts
Nothing
sweating,
happened,
I was
dude.
thinking
Nothing
that.
happened.
You know what? I'm not touching that one.
you put him on a school bus. You put him on a school bus ride and see.
He didn't even not a drip of sweat, nothing, and he's a fraud.
But then you have an adult, which is an undercover cop dressed as a kid as well.
Right.
Oh, you Scott
Like
Hansen.
on some how to catch a predator
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Or you could just put like cameras.
Nah, that's not fun.
That's
Man.
not fun. Find an undercover.
There's no danger
cop
in
who can
that.
pull off
Yeah,
a
come
child.
on.
Come on, get on a roller coaster, goddammit. Take a chance.
So one of the employees, former employee Maria Pera, she testified saying that the priest just kept urging the employees to get the sins out, in quotes, and asking workers about sins that only had to do with their employment. So I was trying to think, like, first off, if you're working at a place and they have a priest come in and they make you do confession, already red flag. That just doesn't make sense. But they're also like, I don't know, like they only wanted sins that had to do with their employment. So I feel like the people that took it seriously might have been like, hey, like confessing, like, I don't know, like I swapped out my sister's shampoo with Nair. I rubbed peanut.
Who are
what I mean?
you?
Just like stuff like that, you know?
The examples you coming out with, bro. I hope you don't have siblings.
I inceptioned my friend's mom into including me in her will, just like stuff like that.
That's a good one.
And
I went in on that.
but I just picture like the priest being like, all right, like none of that. Like, where's the cutlery? You know what I mean? Like, is that where you did? You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Like
it just seems way too obvious.
As a kid, I killed my dog. Yeah, but what about the mozzarella cheese though?
That's just boys being boys.
Everyone kills dogs. Like, come on. Like, don't worry about that
people
too
who are
much.
not like if they came up to me and asked me, I'd be like, I'm Muslim, thank you very much, peace. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what would
That's what I was thinking. So this woman, she also said like it was unlike normal confessions, but like my ass would have got it. Like I would not even have known. You know what I mean? Like
Do the confessions in the janitor
Yeah.
closet?
But I'd also been like, this is not my thing.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, if they
That's
said,
a fake priest.
Muslim priest, I'd also be like,
You're supposed to be cleanly when you talk to God.
She said like it wasn't like how she usually does confession, where she says, unlike normal confessions where I tell a priest about the sins I wanted to confess.
Oh.
That doesn't really sit right with me. The sins you wanted to confess?
because there are sins that you don't want to confess.
Yeah.
I thought
Now
you're
I'm
supposed
starting
to
to wonder
confess.
about this woman.
Like stealing
You're supposed to
ketchup.
confess after the
hiding.
fact. You're supposed to confess after the fact, no? Not beforehand. Like,
What are you talking? Yeah, not beforehand.
Could
You're
you?
not like I'm
Yeah.
going to kill somebody and then you go kill
That's
somebody.
that's like major ask for forgiveness, not permission energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. but that's preparing yourself in case you don't make it out. Like confessing and then like saying, "Please forgive me, my Lord," and then
Yeah.
it's like, well, I did ask for forgiveness before I got here.
Yeah, it's like a preemptive confession. Yeah. You said 4 Hail Marys before you steal everything. Yeah. I like that. So what happened was they got ordered by the courts, the Department of Labor, to pay $140,000.
In U.S. or your little fancy?
I'm pretty sure
Canadian
U.S. because this happened in California.
ones? Okay.
So 140,000 USDs, but it was between 35 employees, so it's like $4,000 a
Is this
pop.
a real story?
It's a real story.
Is this a real
It's a
story?
real story. It's from today.com. Today's
It happened at Universal Studios. That's not a real place.
So how much did it work out to you said per employee?
So it was $140,000 total, but between 35 people, I did the math. It's just $4,000 a pop.
It's not bad. I'd take
Kind of worth it. I don't know.
I take $4,000 for a little trauma. I
Yeah.
had trauma for free.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
The guy who
Facts. I
runs,
confessed for free.
You know?
You know what I mean? So
Pretty good.
I don't know, man. There's do you guys all want to take some time and just talk about something we've done, like confess something that we've done to wrong our workplaces, guys? Here's something
Only
I
if you
do
put on a priest.
all the time.
something I've done wrong in my workplace.
Looking for that McDonald's sponsorship.
What's the worst thing you guys have done at work?
I was speaking about this yesterday, actually. When I used to work at Coles Logistics.
Kohl's is like a
It's like your Audi. But,
no,
yeah.
Do we have Aldi here?
Yeah. No, Audi. Like IGA.
There you go.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's like a grocery store,
Okay.
like a big chain.
Yeah.
It's the biggest grocery
Loblaws.
chain.
Yeah,
I used to work in warehousing, picking and packing boxes, and some nights I would come back late after doing gigs. And one morning I took a 3-hour nap while I was on the clock in the freezer warm-up room. It was supposed to only be a 15-minute one, but I slept for 3 hours. And I woke up, and just like if you woke up at someone else's house, you're like, oh shit, this is the day I get fired.
That's hilarious.
I was in panic, yo. Oh, man.
How about you?
There's so many.
The least incriminating one.
Okay, well, I think this is not incriminating, but I didn't really do something wrong, but you know what I mean? Like,
It
so
sounds
remember,
like someone who did something wrong.
It sounds like an ethical
That's
one.
how every good story starts, man.
So I used to work as a flight attendant, and remember when they legalized weed? Yeah, it was in like 2017 or something like this.
Oh, this
Remember
is
it
good.
vividly.
This is
Okay.
good.
What kind of vividly?
So I was really bad at
A
like
little foggy.
reading my memos, so I just like skim through stuff, and like the very important stuff, of course, I would like, but there was just so many memos. So I knew that we were like legally allowed to transport weed, blah, blah, blah. That was it, right? But then I was like doing my service, and I was on a small airplane. And as I'm doing my service, I like smell like just pungent weed. And I'm like, oh, somebody's got weed out. And then I can see a man sitting in the corner. I see him, and I'm like, oh, he's rolling a joint on his fucking table tray, isn't he, right now? But I'm like, I don't know if we're allowed to do that or not. I know we're allowed to carry, but are you allowed to like openly have it?
It's just
and
frowned upon.
roll a joint? You know what I mean? But I'm
I
not.
thought I knew you from somewhere.
Imagine. Anyway, so then I'm doing my service, and I'm like, okay, like Aliya, like you just have to, like the best thing you can always do is when you don't know is just act like you know, right? So I just like was pretending like everything was totally normal, and then like I can see people kind of looking around at him because they're also not sure if this is allowed. And so I get to him, and I was like, oh, I was wondering what smelled so flowery. And he's like, you want to take a whiff? And I'm like, sure. And I like smell it, and he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, it's very floral. Very floral. Like, you're not gonna be like, that smells like some good shit. You know what I mean? Like,
That's some gas, bro.
Anyway, I ended up like chatting with
Who's your
everybody
guy,
and joking
man?
around and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'd always like joke around with my passengers even before I was a comic. You know what I mean? So I'm like, da, da, da. We're having a good time. And then as everybody's getting off the airplane, he's lingering in the back. And I'm thinking like, this guy is gonna like, usually when a passenger lingers in the back and it's a man, it's because he's gonna like hand you his business card or some shit when he's on his way out. So I'm like, oh, here we go. I was too nice to him. And then I'm like seeing him linger, and then he like walks out, and then I walk to the back after to like make sure everybody got their bags and shit. And I turn, and that's why he was waiting till the end so nobody grabbed it. He left that joint he rolled, that perfectly rolled joint on the seat for me, obviously.
Aww.
And then I turn and I look in the seat pocket, and he left the whole motherfucking thing. But now I'm in my uniform at the airport. And I'm like, do I take this and walk through the airport with all of this fucking weed that I'm not allowed to have? Or do I just leave it here?
Yeah.
And then not take the gift? How rude. And then before I had time to like think of the pilots opened the door, and I just like grabbed it and stuck it in my bag. And I'm walking through the airport, like nervous as fuck that one of these dogs is going to come
Smelling
up.
like this guy.
But at this point, I was already like kind of like getting into comedy and stuff. And I was like, worst case scenario, if this is how I get fired, this is going to be a great motherfucking story to tell on stage,
Walk through the airport like feeling like Jackie Brown, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I drove straight to my girl Ree's place because I was off then. I drove straight to her place.
Smoked it all.
And just, like literally just as soon as I got there.
I would have
just-
tampered with that smoke detector in the bathroom and just huffed it down on the plane. Committed another felony. Why
You know?
not?
Right? Well, we
So
added.
we literally have like napping at work and then criminal offense.
Oh, it was legal. It was legal. I don't know.
Where's your authorities? There's no statute of limitation for trafficking.
What? Oh shit. No, I think it was fine. It was fine. Everything's fine.
It's not trafficking.
That was a
You
made-up
smoke it
story.
yourself, right?
It was totally made up.
mine's definitely stealing that thing.
Right.
That McDonald's drive-through sign.
Did you have to bring your
carry by
tools for that, man?
Nah, dude, it was just yanked it out.
Yeah, it's just there, just chilling, just
No,
taunting you.
it was
Take
chilling.
me.
It needed repairs, so it was out of the ground. And I backed my car. I went in the manager's like office, and I saw how the cameras were. And I noticed that if I backed my car into the garbage corral and popped my trunk, there was a black spot.
Bless your heart.
So I got one of my other managers. He was a good guy, Jordan Sullivan. He's an artist now. He doesn't work at McDonald's.
Just dry snitching.
I mean, if I'm going down, you're coming down with me, dude. We stole it together, popped the trunk, and then just threw it. No one said anything. They didn't care. I still worked there
Yeah,
afterwards.
they
I
didn't
didn't
say
get
anything
fired
to
for
you.
it.
They spoke about it at the staff
But they
meeting.
knew it was you?
No, they didn't know.
Oh,
They didn't even
yeah.
care. Like I went into work the next day, and then
There was a
I don't
new
even
one
think
just
they
sitting there.
noticed. I think it was getting thrown out anyways because it's kind of broken. Some of the lights are fucked
Right,
up
right.
and shit.
Ah.
But there was
That's heavy.
there was another time we used to play this game at McDonald's where there was like rats in the freezer all the time. So we would play like, first we'd play like hide and go seek in the dark, but then it evolved to like turning the lights off and seeing who could last in there the longest with the rats.
I used to work at McDonald's too.
That's
Yeah.
so gross.
So,
Rats in the Freezer sounds like a 21 Savage song.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Shall we move along?
Yeah, next headline we got reads.
We'll start with this one here, but missing Titanic submersible live updates from Down to the Wire. Have you guys been up to date on the missing Titanic
I've been keeping up
submersible?
with it, yeah.
So
no idea.
essentially, in a nutshell, there
definitely dead
is
now.
a submarine that you can spend $250,000 to this company called Ocean View, I believe it's called.
Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate, sorry, and you spend you give $250,000 to Ocean Gate, and they put you on a submarine that takes an 8-day voyage to the depths of the Titanic that you can now see and visit firsthand. So the issue is,
First off, I would
Getting
just like
$250,000.
yeah.
Now, like billionaires and stuff do it.
and
I would
it's-
first off like to say though, date of recording, this is Wednesday at
Yesterday
around 1. So
yesterday
by the
that-
time this podcast comes out, we're gonna know what happens because they only have like 20 hours left of
Nah,
oxygen.
bro, because yesterday they had only 40 hours worth of oxygen left.
Yeah.
And that was yesterday.
so
so
now it's 20.
like cut
Yeah.
down in half.
Yeah.
So Friday, by the time you're watching or listening to this,
Wait, hold on.
We're
You
gonna
skipped
know.
something.
They're done.
Yes.
Who's dying?
They're stuck.
so there's
they're
5 people in
lost.
this. Yeah, they're lost. So this submarine got lost. Yeah. And there's two, like
They're
voyage
done.
to like
I hate to say it, but they are.
yeah. Well, so there's new developments today. Apparently in the search, they heard banging and like noises
No way.
underwater. Yeah.
So they're finding.
So they heard banging and noises because apparently these people like banging like on the thing just to like get attention. So I don't know if it's enough.
how
for
they
them to
how they
find
picking
them.
up these sounds though?
Planes.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's a plane
There's a
above the
plane.
water.
There's
and
a
they can like
That can sense
some
sounds.
sonar
I
shit.
love how you said
some
it like you
Aquaman
invented
shit.
it. Planes. we got
So
planes
they're-
on it.
Like
This
you
is-
said, as a flight attendant, just say it with confidence, man. They'll believe it.
So here's my issue: is that we've lost the submarine at 12,500 feet. That's how deep the
That's
Titanic
the depth
is.
of 11 Empire State Buildings. by the
There
way.
it is. Yeah.
Well, it's a good
It's-
unit of
it's-
measurement right there.
It's a third of the height that a plane flies at for all you flight attendant folks. But it's so this thing is lost 12,500 feet down, and then we're flying planes above it. Wouldn't the logical thing to do just get all of the submarines down there just with their flashlights?
Yeah, man.
How do you find one missing submarine,
couldn't
send down another
probably-
submarine?
They
That's
can't,
it,
they can't
right?
go to those depths though, because so up until I think it was like 10 years ago, they didn't have technology that could actually support that pressurization,
Right.
because you'd be crushed like damn near at that.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say
Yeah.
altitude, but at those depths.
Well,
So
what's interesting is so the 5 people on this submarine, they're all like, so one's the CEO of Ocean Gate because he's operating it. Then there's some billionaires. One of the billionaires' sons, a 19-year-old guy, and then this guy who is a French explorer who like has seen the Titanic like 30 times or something. Like
Six times he's traveled down there.
I saw something like he's done like 30 trips.
Yeah. I don't
so he's paying for this every single time,
I don't know, like I feel
or is he a part of the crew?
he's just a Titanic expert, is what they're calling him. He just loves going to see the Titanic, and he loves just like
So this is what popped up yesterday. One of the first guy that ever broadcast at those depths was being interviewed by Piers Morgan, and they got stuck the first time while they were like on one of the propellers, and he was crying because he knew at that point, like he told the family, prepare yourself because
Yeah.
there's 40 hours of oxygen left, but we still have to locate them. There's no light down there whatsoever.
yeah.
So like you're pretty much looking for. So have you ever been in a pitch dark house before? Like try finding like a quarter in the ground.
Yeah, I've shut my eyes before.
Yeah, like try
Also, you've been in a dark freezer with rats.
try finding a rice grain on the ground
Yeah.
in a pitch dark house. That's
Yeah.
essentially what you're trying to do right now.
Damn,
So,
man.
yeah, man. So like
It's
You're,
pretty.
we got a fucking Titanic.
Expert.
Expert
You
over
want
here.
an expert on the.
Chose a good one for this one.
So the search area that they're looking for is the size of Connecticut. And
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means, but I know once they start using states as units of measurement, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's not like there were like 46 Honda Civics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I-
Like, it's a whole ass state.
I did look it up though. It's actually not that big. Connecticut's just like a 2-hour drive from end to end. So I was like,
not
but
bad.
also
That's-
you have like depth. It's not just width. So I don't know. It is kind of still.
Yeah.
So why couldn't they use like an island to measure it instead? Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
still-
That would have been
Yeah.
easier.
The size of
like the size
Hawaii.
of Jamaica.
Yeah,
I'm still
yeah,
tripping off
something.
the fact that that they are saying that they can hear the sounds.
Yeah, so this is a live update.
Like, how is it that you can hear the sounds? Would there be marine life and stuff that's actually also like obstructing that
orcas,
sound
right?
as well? Yeah, like there'll be all kinds of sounds happening.
It could, yeah, it could very well just be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
We're
they do say
trying to
like,
give people hope, yo.
Or some fish
Yeah.
is being a dick, just fucking.
See, I just
it says that the sounds that they're hearing though sounds like banging.
Right.
So that's kind of what they're, yeah.
Well, and they better not panic as well, because they said there was a crew that went down there like a minute or whatever ago, and they panicked and opened up the overhead.
Okay.
And they were crushed almost immediately. Like, you'd feel no pain
Yeah.
if you let air or pressurization in. Like, you'd almost die instantly because.
So they have 20 hours of oxygen left,
As of right now.
and then what? Then they go into hypoxia. Then they just fall asleep.
No.
One of the guys is up there actually has been into space as well.
yeah, no, I read
so
that
he's
as
seen
well.
both spectrums,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
insane, dude.
That's nice,
Is
but
there any
that's money for like that's what your money can buy you though.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he's been out on Bezos
Yeah.
space ejection or whatever,
Yeah.
and then he's also done this.
Yeah.
But
He's
the fact
been-
that he survived that one, you remember, like even the first people that went out to space, right? Like it's never been tested before.
Yeah.
So being the first person is always something big. Like
That's the issue with this too. Is
Yeah.
because they're saying like employees are now saying like, dude, we told them not to go out.
No,
we
they-
told,
they
we
signed
told, we
waivers.
told them it wasn't
they
safe.
sign waivers, man.
Yeah, they signed waivers,
if
but
you're
employees
s-
were saying the submarine wasn't ready.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
your
Why?
CEO is driving the submarine, I don't trust your company. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
I
a
trust
lo-
it even
it's-
more if the CEO, because
it's
he's
not
going
a-
down with the ship. You know what I mean? Like,
You
I
don't
trust it
put
more.
the business brain, like, you know what I mean. CEO, I assume,
Yeah.
is like business
I
brain.
would
behind
trust it less.
I wouldn't even
if
want
they
you
It's
had-
taking
not
a
a law
picture in the
firm.
driver's seat,
Yeah.
like for the gram. I'd be like, hey,
Yeah,
get the fuck out.
There was a guy though that tweeted like, "Hey, remember when this happened last year? Because I did a trip in 2021, 2022, and then now this year. So last year's trip, this guy, he wasn't in the submarine, he was in the ship above ground that like they used to like help them like navigate and shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, this happened last year when we did this voyage, because he said we got lost for 5 hours, and then they like shut down Wi-Fi, so we couldn't tweet about it or anything. Then they found it, so it wasn't a big deal.
They read the conditions of
Yeah.
like the conditions when you sign to actually go down there.
Yeah.
Because like he said, it's never been tested. And they read it out like it was a joke. You know what I mean? And he's like, we will not be held accountable, whatever, so and so. And he's like, all right, where do we sign? Like, you know what I mean? Like so like their nightmare has come to reality.
foreshadowing is
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
Their
man.
staff said don't go, and then they were like, nah, we good.
No, because
Yeah.
it's,
if you were getting on an airplane and the flight attendant or the pilot was like, we're not sure about this one, would you fucking get on the plane?
Where are we going?
if it's a propeller plane,
Bro.
Tom Hanks is
If
the
it's
pilot.
Ottawa in January and we're going somewhere warm, I'm taking my chances.
So can they
Tom
communicate with
Cruise-
these people?
if Tom
Can they
Cruise is
communicate with
flying.
them?
No. So electronics shut down. So that's another thing they're saying. They're saying if electronics shut down, there's one of two options right now. The first one is probably the most likely. They're just stuck down there and they got to wait till someone to rescue them. Or it could mean that since electronics shut down, the submarine could just be bobbing somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yo, and the fucked up thing. Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Like the fucked up thing is as well because of the,
already did it.
Oh, like how many times?
you don't know if you're swimming down or swimming up as well. Like
Oh,
Didn't even
word, 'cause
think
it's
of
so
that.
dark.
yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's fucked.
so like you could just be going worse and worse. Like making you
Yeah,
think
that's true.
or you could be doing one of these things here thinking that you're going up, but then you're like doing this too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just reversing
Oh,
yourself.
it's like you're lost in the woods and you just end up right where you started.
Especially
bro.
if you don't have like lighting or any sort of navigation system. So like
Yeah.
like I want him to come home. Like I
Good-
do.
Yeah.
I
Good
do.
team building experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tight submarine too. They like make
Yeah.
it like they're making it seem like it's like the equivalent of like just slightly bigger than these 5 people in a minivan.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a small submarine.
Oh my
It's
god.
tight. Yeah.
Whoa.
So what I kind of was like, my first thought was like when I read up like who the 5 people are, the one guy being he's a French explorer. I didn't know that job still existed. Can we just be explorers?
that
Like,
just means he's friends with old money.
Yeah,
That's all that
that's
means.
true.
He just
I
got
thought
old
that-
money and cool hobbies.
I thought that occupation like ceased to exist centuries ago. but
Nah, they're
you
trying
can
to colonize the ocean now.
Yeah.
All the land is taken. We gotta go somewhere else. I'm sure there's land down there. So
Figure
So-
it out.
Let's bring some some humor into this. It's a tough situation, but this is kind of funny. So one of the billionaires on the submarine, his stepson, he attended a Blink-182 concert amid all of this. So what he did was he posted a thing on Facebook, a heartfelt message that said, Hamish, my stepdad is lost in a submarine. Thoughts and prayers. The rescue mission will be successful. Prayer emoji, black heart emoji.
Yo,
a few hours later, he posts another picture of him at the Blink-182 concert saying, it might be distasteful being here, but my family would want me to be at the Blink-182, and he tagged Blink-182.
oh my lord,
Show, as it's my favorite band and music helps me in difficult times, prayer emoji, heart emoji.
that's what I was just about to say.
Consistent
Why
emojis.
the hell are you at a concert right now,
Bro.
while your billionaire
He's
stepdad?
cashing in on that
You
inheritance
should be
early,
at
bro.
the
Say
lawyer's
stepdad?
office making sure the will is in order.
your billionaire stepdad. Did you say stepdad or like real dad?
Stepdad.
Stepdad.
Not blood related. That's chill.
Do you
Yeah,
think he's
he
just like,
better
you're
make
not my
sure-
real dad?
Yeah, he better make sure that allowances is in order though.
Yeah, bro.
Stepdad.
Or
Like,
maybe-
when did he become a stepdad? At 4 or 17?
Yeah, true.
You know
No,
what I
this could be
mean?
this could be a
Right.
crime in the making. Maybe maybe the mum wanted like the full money and like cut one of the cords or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, she went down there in another submarine and just rammed that one.
Yeah.
I like the way you
Cut-
think.
Would you
Cut the
ever
brakes.
do you have a
Cut the
desire to do this?
No.
Go what?
No.
Either like
A Blink-182 concert or the submarine?
You know what? Either. Now let's just open it up. No, go. I mean, okay, going in a submarine, like maybe one day if they had the technology where it was
sounds
like,
kinda cool.
that'd be cool. But to go see the Titanic,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I would.
I-
fuck yeah.
I
I'd
would-
live down
I
there
would
if I
for sure.
could. Just build
I
a
would for
if
sure.
there was a hotel down there, I'd do a week.
I wouldn't do a week, but I'd be infatuated.
have you done the ice hotel yet? Go to the ice hotel first, goddamn.
That would be or that underground one where that guy just spent 100 days.
When they first said that they found the Titanic, I was like, man, that would be so cool to like to bear witness.
Yeah, but they
what it
got
was.
video,
Yeah, they do.
you know. I'm with you.
They got VR glasses these days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You can
And
feel
then
like
on
you're there.
top of that, the staff is telling them it's not safe. Are you not listening to?
Oh yeah, I'm not doing it on like I would be part of a scientific research team that went and did
Are
it.
they eating
But-
astronaut food down there as well? Like,
Yeah,
what's the
exactly,
situation
right?
down there?
International Titanic station.
My thing with this guy, this stepson posting this picture, just saying how it's distasteful. Hey, dude, you didn't have to post a picture. You could have just went. That's the
Just go.
distasteful
And
part.
then if anybody
If you're
said
saying-
anything, then you'd be like, you know what? This is how I deal with my blah blah blahs. But to put it out there.
Yeah.
No, but the fact that
And say, I know it seems distasteful. It's like
The
somebody be
fact
like,
he
I know
had
this might
to-
sound racist, but shut up.
yeah,
Get out of here.
the fact that you had to put out a PSA means that you
Yeah.
know that you're doing something wrong
Yeah.
already.
He's just at the
Yeah.
Blink-182 concert like, where are you? I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep, cannot dream tonight.
You've been practicing that all morning, haven't you?
Daddy wasn't
You did
there.
good. You did good.
Thank you.
Practice paid off.
I was thinking,
Did you just do an Australian Blink-182? Like, what? It's the
In honor
same
of our
language.
guest.
He was gonna understand you whatever way you sang it, dude.
oh my
He
god.
knocked it on the head. He did.
I was thinking good Blink-182 songs for being stuck in a submarine. We got Man Overboard, Bored to Death, Please Take Me Home,
Who sang "Daddy Wasn't There"?
and Bottom
That's
of
Austin
the
Powers.
So that was an actual song. That he,
No, that's an Austin Powers.
Shouts out to Mike Myers.
And then
Austin Powers.
last but not
Daddy
least,
wasn't there.
Bottom of the Ocean.
Oh,
Bottom of the Ocean?
No way.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
lock
the
that
name
one.
of one of the
Fitting,
songs?
like,
Yeah, lock that one
man,
in.
if they had it, like, if Spotify put together a playlist of songs to listen to while stuck on a submersible at 12,000 feet, Blink-182 would make up half
Yeah.
of it. Side note, Blink-182 would be a great name for their farewell tour.
Blunt?
Blunk.
Oh,
When
Blunk.
you said it earlier, you just messed up saying Blink. I don't mean to
okay,
shed light
okay.
on it, but like I was like, Blunk-182, like
Yeah.
the past tense of whatever.
Where
Ooh,
are you?
I was like, what's a blunk? And then
Yeah,
I got it.
I blunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sounds like how you say.
Oh, I get
instead
it
of
now. I
instead
get
of
it
saying
now.
I blinked, like blunk.
yeah.
I
whatever.
blunk. Is that a?
Is that a word?
Nope, it's not. Dude, I thought
Oh
earlier
my
you were
God,
like,
that's so funny.
let's shed some light. There is some funniness that we can shed light on here. They only have 20 hours left to breathe,
Fuck
guys.
you. That's dark.
That's way dark.
That's dark.
That's where I
Let's
thought you
shed
were
some
going,
light. They're like,
man.
we'd love some light right now.
Yo, I want to.
Oh,
One of sports bet got some odds on this going on.
odds.
Like,
Oh, dude, I don't know, because by the time this is posted, we're gonna know.
Yo, I bet you that sports bet is way on it right now.
All right. Any final thoughts on this story?
Hey, but get home safe, man.
I am.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
home safely,
Yeah,
folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
All
get,
jokes aside.
yeah.
The memes have been insane. I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, but like, have you seen that one meme of like, it's like the passengers when they open their eyes, and it's just like that scene from the Titanic where like everyone's welcoming them into like the restaurant. And it's just because like they're saying they're like with them now. Yeah.
Yo,
People are too like.
I think
quick
that, I
on
think
Twitter.
the I think the name
Like-
the name Titanic is just cursed. Like they should have
Yeah.
perhaps like named it something else because now you got two Titanics. Of
The guys from OceanGate said before the trip, they were like, "This is gonna be the first and only trip due to weather conditions." I think it's safe to say it's the last, but
And
not
the-
because of
I don't
that.
know. A decade from now, people are going to be taking a submarine to go
The
see
name-
the sunken submarine that was going to see the Titanic. You feel me?
They're trying to build a third Titanic right now, like a second Titanic.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'm literally
Like,
googling
I'm
that
think-
right now. 'cause I
I'm
was like,
thinking
where
that's.
does
I'm thinking
Titan-
maybe the Titanic is not a good name
No,
because two of them have
it's
gone
a
down
tough
now.
rebrand.
Dude, two of them have gone down now. Like
Yeah.
you got two. Why would you name a third one?
Yeah.
now? Like, come on.
Because
Like,
they named the submarine Titanic?
Have you seen those photos of like a cruise ship side by side with the Titanic?
Oh,
Yeah,
massive.
I work
Yeah,
on
cruise ships
cruise
way
ships.
bigger.
I work on cruise ships. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You ever scared?
No, one time I was actually.
Yeah.
I was walking.
The first time he's like, is this a trap?
One time I was because it's like 15 floors high, and on the very top deck, like their railings are only like this high on me, so like it gets windy and sometimes a bit choppy, and
Scary.
and a week before, some chick fell over. It happens quite often, man. People get drunk and they fall over.
And they're gone, or like you
Idiots.
guys were?
Oh yeah, like you're not gonna they're like peace.
Really? You can't just like throw a floaty
No,
out?
because in most cases people don't see you though, and when it's like pitch dark, there's no light.
Yeah.
But I've never understood why the railing's only like up to my waist.
Yeah.
Like shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
like
like-
when you're driving, you're like, you know, just like letting them intrusive thoughts win. You're just like, oh, what about it?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're like walking by that thing.
sometimes it's
You're
like a
man.
jolt. Like,
Whoa! What if I fell off this cruise ship? Oh,
It's crazy,
throw me
man.
a
Like,
life preserver.
Yeah.
so many people, like so many people actually do fall over. Like it's crazy.
Did you know there was a shipwreck like 20 years after the Titanic that was like a bigger ship with more lives lost, but it was like a German ship, so no one really cared.
That wasn't the one with the.
No one cared in North America because they were
That wasn't the
Nazis
one
at
with
that time.
the Italian captain that.
Wilhelm
that fled,
Gustloff. It's a
was it?
fucking real thing.
Sorry?
That wasn't the one with the Italian captain that fled, like abandoned. the
Oh,
ship.
that was recent. Yeah.
That's recent. He's
There
talking
was
about
a
20 years after the Titanic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they call it.
that was a cruise ship, and then the captain's
Yeah.
supposed to go down with the boat, but
He
the
went to-
captain fucking got
he
out
went to
of there,
prison for
bro.
that.
Yeah.
Like
You go to prison? I thought that was just like a
Yeah.
No,
common
captain
courtesy
always
thing.
goes down with the ship, bro.
That's like a law.
Yeah,
That's
even
the-
if
yeah, man,
everyone's
of course.
being saved, you have to die with the ship.
Until everybody's off that ship, captain goes down with the ship.
That's insane.
Like it matches your paycheck.
He
you know?
he was signing like his contract. Just
You know, the way they get you is they say it's
Bring in the
unsinkable.
priest. Just like-
They say it's unsinkable. Like that's how they sell it. Like this will never sink.
all right. Next headline.
Yeah, it's getting the last headline we got reads.
A man knocked down a wall in his basement and he found an abandoned underground city. So we're staying subterranean right now.
So this actually happened in the 60s.
Oh wow, that's
but
cool.
It's really interesting. So this is in Turkey, and in the city in Turkey, Darren Kuyu, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but underneath this guy's house, there's a city underground that's 280 feet like wide. It's a huge city. It's like an underground city. And it was an ancient city that was used like centuries beforehand. And this guy discovered it in the 60s because he was remodeling his home. And there was a gap in his basement that he kept losing his chickens from. Like his chickens just kept vanishing through this hole. And he's like, what the hell's going on here? So he opened it up and he saw that there's this huge underground city that connects to a bunch of other houses, like in this Turkish city.
El
So-
Chapo's out, man.
Bro.
El Chapo's out.
So it's kind of cool. Like it's 18 levels underground.
That's badass, man.
Wow.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's
Imagine-
some cool points about it.
Imagine the increase in that real estate right
And then
there.
you told people about it? I'd be like,
Yeah, exactly. I would not tell a
Mine.
single soul. I would have a whole underground city to my own
oh my
self.
God.
Oh,
have
man.
a badass party in there. Can you
Oh,
imagine?
man.
Oh, dude.
But
Yeah.
that's telling people now.
Right.
True.
That's
Yeah, but then they're never allowed to leave.
What's the point of having the whole world underneath if you can't share it, right?
That's true. That's
Like,
true.
because
Okay.
no, it's like having like
this fucking guy.
Wet blanket over here.
it's like finding the rarest diamond and then be like, I will keep this to myself, but now it has no value because you haven't shared.
I don't think you understand how capitalism works.
Supply and demand.
Because now your real estate gets to go up in value.
Yeah,
because you're
it's
like,
true.
I live above.
But now your neighbors could always sneak up on you because it connects to a bunch of other houses.
Right.
But what? So at its peak, centuries ago, 20,000 people lived in this underground city.
That's a lot
At
of
its
people,
peak.
bro.
So what they built underground or just over time?
They built it. So according to Turkey's Department of Culture, it was built by the Phrygians. I don't know how to say that. In like 8th to 7th century BC. And so at first it was used for storage and to hide from conflict and wars. So people would like hide under this underground city when shit was going on.
Yeah, I've seen the movie Troy.
Is this is this the plot of Troy?
No, I went at the very end when they all when they all kick it. Remember? They go through it.
Spoilers. No, get out.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Troy's legendary, man. I love that movie,
No,
man.
what is that? The I'm
That's the
thinking
one
of
with-
Tron.
That's the one with that's the one with Brad Pitt when he plays Achilles.
I'm familiar with the story, not the
Yeah,
movie
It's,
though.
it's an awesome story.
Wooden
I definitely
Horse.
gotta watch
Is
it.
that when Brad Pitt's like a fighter?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think
Yeah,
I've
there you
seen
go,
it.
Troy.
Talk about.
Not
mov-
Fight Club.
That movie's badass, man.
Not Fight Club.
So okay, it was abandoned in the 1920s because this Greek war. You know, people just they kicked people out of there and everyone fled. So it was just abandoned from the 20s till the 60s, and this guy found it in the 60s, and then it took a couple decades, and then eventually, like the government was like, okay, it's like a tourist attraction now. But there's 18 levels and only 8 of them are accessible
Right.
to the public. Yeah, but it's kind of cool. It's interesting. Like, look at these pictures, man. It's like they built this. Like the architecture is pretty cool from
It's
like
amazing.
centuries ago.
And the fact that
That is
it
beautiful.
stays, you
It's
know,
still
like,
there.
You know, like
Yeah.
the shit that we built these days, like 10 years is gonna be like
Bro.
like crumbling. You know, you see these new condo buildings, they can't
Yeah.
even keep them.
Yo, that's badass, man.
It's got like that
It's like some
Nokia lifespan, bro. Nokia
Yeah, totally, right?
I'd be building shit like
Don't
this
let the
all
French
time
know.
on
They might try to
Minecraft,
invade
bro.
it.
I'd be building. This literally looks like my Minecraft world. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, this does look like a Minecraft world. That's crazy.
Yo, they should make up hotels in there. You'd get mad money for that.
You can only stay in there for like up
Oxygen?
to a couple months, which is insane because to find that out centuries ago, someone would have just died after a couple months.
What do you mean you can stay there for a couple months?
So like the oxygen, you can only you could just stay there for a few months before your oxygen levels.
Yeah,
are,
they have
like,
a
something.
ventilation system.
They built
but,
a ventilation system in there though.
but
Okay.
it's very, very like 4,000
Yeah.
4,000 year ago technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cool stuff.
What? I just can't imagine wanting to live underground. You know?
Are the chickens still there?
Yeah, could you imagine if he just like he broke down the wall
Chickens-
and like all those chickens he lost have just like
They got civilization,
repopulated
bro.
and like
They got a
Yeah.
civilization,
Lives.
bro. Like they're living in peace.
He walks into a room. There's
Chickens got a
1,000
mare and shit.
chickens just fucking standing there
Chickens
waiting
come
for
at
him.
him. They're like, this
Bro.
is our turf now.
And chickens have established the whole
Slap, slap,
true.
bitch, get the fuck out
they're
of here.
cooking a human. Like
What do we have here?
That's so lucky for the chickens.
Is that a
Just
rebuild?
freedom, bro.
Is that a rebuild?
So that's a chapel they used to stay. They used
Is that
to
a
like,
rebuild of the roofing of it though? Because that looks like that looks very new.
It looks quite pristine.
Who's rebuilding that though? Like,
Well, like UNESCO, right? They go in and then they
true.
like patch it up.
yeah. Yeah, it's cool though. Like, it's massive. 18 levels deep, 250 feet wide, and like, I don't know if it's cool or annoying that it connects to other houses. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's like obviously like you can close your entry, so it's not like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So it's like saying like an apartment building connects every house together.
It's like a serial killer's dream though. Like, you can crank out like 50 homes in one night.
yeah, man.
You know?
I mean, you could do that in a condo building too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Think about that tonight.
This is how people used to creep back in the day.
Yeah, this is
It's
OG
those
creeping.
JFK tunnels right there.
JFL tunnels. I'm like, what?
JFK used to sneak in. What's
Oh,
her name?
man. What would you do if you discovered a like underground city though in your basement? Would you tell everyone or like keep it private?
I'd smoke in it.
For sure.
Big old doob in that thing.
Yeah. I'd be like, what's the smallest room we can hotbox?
Yep. Exactly.
I would design a flag plant it on there first so people know that I've discovered it.
Emutopia.
Yeah, and then be like, all right, cool. I've got the deed. You can come in, but you have to pay.
Yeah. Don't.
Actually, I'd probably do shrooms in there.
Oh, that'd be
crazy.
so
Oh,
scary,
hell
dude.
hell
Well,
no.
caving
Close
in.
friends and just like get some good music, some candles.
Yeah, I'd probably get like a good I'd have my fun with it first,
Yeah.
Sesh up. I might do like a private movie screening, like projector on the wall type of deal. You know what I mean? I'd definitely throw a rave down there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could do like, I don't know, we could take all the down the wire lads, do a little team building exercise, escape room, a natural escape room
for
you know?
sure. I'd go to the 18th level
With the
and
level
then just
that-
turn the lights
You
off
could
and
have
see.
parties
Like,
in there. You just have to blindfold people and bring them to the space and make it like a whole thing, and then
Yeah.
they never know what.
You gotta
where
be careful
they
though,
were.
because
That's kidnapping.
with how far base,
Is it?
with how
Is
far
it if they
base
Get
has
them
come.
to sign a waiver. Get that
Exactly.
submarine waiver. Where
Yeah.
the fuck is the submarine waiver?
that's why we can
They had
make
it
jokes
covered.
about the people on the submarine at the Titanic. They signed a waiver.
You know?
what I mean? You just
Yeah.
you subject yourself to that.
Crazy.
Is it kidnapping if you're going to a rave and it's a good time?
It's like one of those things, like, like you need a password, like you need a blah blah blah. It's
Oh,
like, okay,
yeah, secret
you
party.
meet at the corner of da da da, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna blindfold you, stick you in a car, bring you to the place, we party, we'll blindfold you, take you back to the place, drop you off. That's your pickup spot.
Like frats when they do like initiations and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Right?
Fraternities.
I like the
Why
way
you
you party.
hate on my
Yeah.
dreams, Jacob? You know what? When I find my underground place and I have a party, you're not invited. Okay, just saying.
Us three are gonna have a good time there.
That's why I said shit,
I
bro.
don't want to go anyways.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna find my own underground place.
Kidnapping people.
Put in strippers and loud music and
It'll be sick. Way better than yours.
a hot dog stand. Yes, it's
Hot
gonna be
dog stand
sick.
down there. And a chicken shop. Go ask where we get the chickens.
I like your idea of hotel, just straight to capitalism. How can we make money off this? You know?
Yeah, like
I like that.
You got to be able to pay for that power somehow, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand how it's light down there. Like these photos, unless like the lenses on the cameras, they just have flash and shit. But
Yeah, I'm sure.
And also, do you want to trust that much bass?
yeah, like it just. Oh my god, bro, that would be. That's why I'd be scared.
That's how
to, like,
avalanches start.
Doing
It's-
shrooms down there? Are you insane?
Yeah, little.
That's how the Chilean miners got trapped.
They were eating mushrooms.
You know, they were just listening to dubstep while they worked.
Okay.
They just caved it all in.
Yeah, you see, like, that happens with avalanches too. Like if you're too loud,
Yeah. Ooh.
like so, like, would you want to have a party down there on shrooms?
Yes,
If it's the
It's a
great
good way to go out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if
literally the best way to go out.
Good way to go out.
yeah.
If
But
an
if it
ancient
traps you-
YOLO.
If it traps you and you survive it, it's like fuck
an
this.
ancient civilization like
This was not the
an
plan.
ancient underground city collapses on my head while I'm high listening to music, surrounded by my close family and friends. I'll buy that ticket and I'll take that ride.
Beats a submarine.
There'll surely be some family members.
Say
you
that
wanna
louder.
invite.
Just
Nope.
one more time.
Can't do it.
Just for the people in the
No,
back.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
yeah,
Sometimes things come out and then
Wait,
I
what'd you
hear
say?
it. Nope.
They only have 20 hours of oxygen left, Aliya.
I can see if I
That's
could choose
it.
between the submarine death or the mushroom party underground.
mushroom party.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the submarine one would be more humane though, because like you wouldn't feel
It'd be
anything.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah, you get crushed.
Buried
Yeah, but
alive.
you
Yeah.
spent the last
That's
8
very-
days or 6 days or whatever it is lost and knowing that you're like eventually gonna, and you're just like stuck in there and you're sitting in a fucking blah 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 with
I'm
these
sure-
people that you don't care
I'm
about.
sure someone bought a deck of cards.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone brought a deck of cards.
Would you-
That was like their like break in case of emergency.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just like Uno.
Or the worst part is they thought to pack it and they did. They're like, God damn it.
Oh my fuck,
It's on
man.
someone's dresser.
There's one guy who's like doing really well. Like he's been winning every like third game. And they're just like, no, we don't want to play fucking Uno again, man. No.
Got any other ideas?
He's sitting there with like one card and everyone's got like the whole deck.
Just hold on to the latch. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you pull out the Uno deck one more time.
Right.
Most annoying board games or games to play on a submarine. Let's play that one first. Bop It. That would kill me. Bop It. If you had to bop it on a submarine.
I Spy.
Whoa, come on.
yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yo,
Twist.
Twister.
Battleship.
We're calling it there. Thank you,
You
for
sunk my
listening.
battleship. Oh God damn.
We're gonna end it off there. Thanks for listening, guys. to Down the Wire podcast. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Yo,
Really
thanks for
appreciate
having us, man.
Yo.
Appreciate it.
You guys want to plug in where people can find you, upcoming shows, anything like that? This
Yeah,
is
that'd
coming
be
out
badass.
Friday, so.
Coming out Friday.
Yeah.
I still have a couple shows left. You can find me Aliya Kanani is my Instagram, ALIYAKANANI.
Sweet.
And I post my stuff there. I'm in Ottawa right now for the Fringe Festival. But if you're listening from Toronto or Edmonton or Victoria, I will be to your cities very soon.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and you can find me at Emo Majok on all social media platforms. You can follow me anyway. Just if you see me out in the streets, don't follow me home.
So
My solo show is going to be at the Laugh Lounge next Tuesday. Doors open 7 p.m. I'll see you guys there. Looking forward to it. Ottawa crowds are fucking badass, man. I love doing comedy out here.
Yeah,
Like,
okay. I want to ask that actually because you mentioned you liked Ottawa enough to stay another day. Do you
Yeah.
like the crowds here?
Yeah, man. The crowds,
Sick.
the crowds are
Cool.
like magnetic, man. Like they come out for a good time. Like they don't feel so entitled. Like it's not.
Nice.
You go to comedy shows sometimes in certain cities and like, all right, do what you do. Like, but Ottawa actually comes out and like.
I think
Cool.
there is a difference in the way that you see crowds enter in different places and different cities and stuff like this. And here they're kind of like, some places they're like, show me a good time. And here they're like, we're here for a good time.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because they're just like so exhausted
Such
from their
awesome, like,
very
Government
difficult jobs.
Yeah.
They come out.
That
They
they're
come
just
out.
like, let's fucking do this.
They come out in numbers too, man. Like on Monday on a Monday night, she damn near sold out.
Nice.
And
Good seller.
she sold out on a Monday night.
Ooh,
Damn.
congrats.
Every single
Put some
club,
respect on my name.
every single club I performed at, has had packed.
Getting
packed.
choked up there every single.
I know, right? This was supposed to be a quick plug. He's having a monologue right now.
I'm giving Ottawa like the kudos, man. Like
Yeah.
every single club has had like amazing numbers. Like
Yeah.
you're not performing in front of 6 people. Like we're talking about like 80 to 100 people, like minimum.
Awesome.
So like yeah, it's been great, and that's why I'm staying for a little bit longer because like it's just such a good feeling. Like why end it now? So
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love to hear that, man.
yeah.
Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Thanks for having
We'll catch you guys soon, man.
Yeah.
This Saturday, if you're pulling up, next Tuesday.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Pull up, man. I got some comp tickets for you guys as well.
Hey,
and if you've got some active listeners that you want to give some comps to, I can probably spare like maybe 5 to 10. You can do a little I don't know. You
guys
create
do
a
that?
little competition. So
Yeah, a little competition.
Yeah.
yeah,
Fight to the death.
yeah.
Fight.
First, want to find the submarine. Get
Coming
2 tickets.
They have 20 hours of air left, guys.
You
It's
can't
no
say I'm
joke.
not doing my
Thank
part.
you,
Goddamn it! What are you
everyone, for
guys
coming.
doing?